Good evening. I'm Congressman Ted Lieu. I'm heartbroken about the children and adults that were killed in the worst mass shooting in Texas history this Sunday. My colleagues right now are doing a moment of silence in the House of Representatives chambers. I respect their right to do that, and I myself have participated in many of them, but I can't do this again. I've been to too many moments of silences. In just my short career in Congress, 3 of the worst mass shootings in U.S. history have occurred. I will not be silent. What we need is action. We need to pass gun safety legislation now. Behind me is the House of Representatives chambers. I urge us to pass reasonable gun safety legislation, including a universal background check law supported by 80% of Americans, a ban on assault rifles, and a ban on bump stocks. We need to do that. We cannot be silent. We need to act now. Now I got to go back to vote. Thanks for watching.
Steve in Waxhaw, North Carolina, a Democrat. Good morning. You're on the air with the Congressman.
Hello, Steve.
Good morning. Good morning. I hadn't really planned on really addressing assault weapons, but the fact is these weapons are called assault weapons. And the fact is they were made for one thing, and that's killing people. Now, whether it's fully automatic or semi-automatic, which a lot of people try to make the big deal out of, they were made for killing people, okay? So you can dance all around that all you want to, but that's the facts, okay? Second thing, have you taken money from the NRA?
I've received support from the NRA, their endorsement. Yes, I have.
Yeah, okay, so, whose pocket are you in? The next thing, everybody says the president doesn't have a strategy. Well, here's how I look at that. If I were going to kill you, do you think I would say, hey, I'm going to kill you Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock? I don't think so. So, you beat the strategy deal to death. The man's got a strategy, and it's working. He's killed thousands of these guys.
Well, the United States Congress has a role there, Steve. We have to be part of what that effort is. I believe strongly Congress needs to act on an authorization of the use of military force. Constitutionally, Congress has to take that action. The commander-in-chief directs the military. Congress provides the policy. So I would strenuously disagree with you that we don't have a role in developing what the policy should be. We should understand what the policy is. We should be part of forming that policy, and it should include an authorization of the use of military force. Your comment about assault weapons, that's a terminology that's put on those weapons by somebody else, folks that don't like those weapons. But those same type of weapons are used by lawful hunters in a variety of different instances. So to cast aspersions and to term these weapons for another purpose, I think is unfair to those lawful gun owners that have those guns and use them under the auspices of their legal rights under the Second Amendment, and using them for sport, using them under the law for lawful purposes.
What sport?
Oh, there are a number of folks that use these weapons to hunt feral hogs with. There are a large number of these hogs, many times very destructive in areas. These hunters use exactly those types of weapons to hunt those hogs.
Why wouldn't a shotgun or traditional gun work the same?
Well, in this situation, what you want to be able to do is to be able to harvest individual animals. Many times in a group, a shotgun is limited in how it is able to direct the shot towards the animals. These guns are allowing you to kill multiple animals, which, as I said, there are large numbers of these, very, very destructive. So they are well suited for that particular purpose. So to say somehow they're only designed to kill human beings, I think is incorrect. There are a number of lawful hunters out there that use these weapons to great utility in both sport and in making sure, too, where these animals have taken over areas, that they're able to go in and harvest these animals to make sure they control them.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Tim, a Republican. We'll go to you next.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Tim.
I just want to make two really quick comments. First, on the last segment, all the Democratic callers, all they're doing is using a political ploy. Harry Reid has blocked every piece of legislation, and I mean every piece of legislation that the Republicans have put forward. Doesn't matter what it is, guns, the economy, everything. Harry Reid and Obama and Pelosi are three of the most destructive forces in this country ever, and I want every Democratic caller to understand that. Number two, the first act of terrorism in this country was in 1993. Who was the president of the United States? That's right, Bill Clinton, the one-eyed sheik. All this stuff happened years ago before 9/11. But all the Democrats say, oh, you've done this and you've done that and you've done all this other stuff. Well, what did Bill Clinton do from 93 until 98 to combat anything? Basically nothing. And as far as the comment from the guy from North Carolina about Obama and a strategy, that man has no strategy. I mean, what does he even know about the military? If he is such a person that's going to bring everybody together, why hasn't he talked to Yemen? Why hasn't he talked to Oman? Why hasn't he talked to the United Emirates? Why hasn't he talked to these other countries? Does anybody know what Hezbollah, Lebanon, and all the other stuff that went on? I mean, I'm just so furious. I need to get off here right now. My family's been in the military for over 100 years, North and South Carolina, a lot of military. I'm sure the congressman or person knows that, and it's just infuriating to me that these people call up here, especially these Democrats, and talk about this crap that they don't know what they're talking about.
Well, thanks so much for your family's service to our nation. That is extraordinarily important, obviously, in what we need to do today, but also the service there in the past.